Mirror, mirror on the wall, is this the finest 500 of them all? If you ask me, I say yes. This thing is absolutely pristine. And speaking from the voice of experience, nobody in the world has more 500s than we have here at Kaplan Cycles. We had 51 CR500s and KX500s here when AJ came out for his visit this summer. And we see a lot of these come and go. And this is by far the nicest steel frame 500 we've had through yet. And I got to mention the frame first because most of these bikes were ridden. You will never find another CR500 unless you find one in the crate that's got a nicer frame rail than this one. It's absolutely pristine, 100% spotless. This is an extremely low hour bike. It has the original sprocket on the rear, the original stickers on the swing arm on the back here. As you can see, they're a little bit, they're not perfect, but they're the original 1997 stickers that usually blow off the first time you power wash it. But in any event, it has been completely gone through, top to bottom, front to back. The original seat, the original side covers, the original gas tank, the original front fender, front number plate are all in pristine condition, indicating the low hours reflected by the frame and the rest of it. But 97 happens to be my favorite year. That's the year of the bike that I chose to do for the auction this year. The raffle. It's the bike I chose to race. If you want a nicer CR500 than this, you better call up AJ and order a 22 aluminum frame, because unless you get one new out of the box, you're not going to find one. Little details like the condition of the steering stop, completely unmarred, unbent, unstressed. It's never been down. The original Honda decal on the top of the frame. Now this bike has been completely dismantled and completely gone through top to bottom, front to back, to make it even better than it was brand new when it came out of the box. What was done? Well, the frame was sandblasted and powder coated. You can see the finish on it's absolutely beautiful. I guess I'll start at the front of the bike. The front rim, with the original front rim, has a brand new front tire on it. Has a new disc guard, a new set of fork guards. The original front fender and number plate are mint, and if you zoom into the forks on this side, you'll see that on March of 2021, just recently, Factory Connection completely rebuilt these forks to the 2021 spec with new springs, new oil, new seals. Everything's new in the forks. The handlebars are a brand new set of Renthal handlebars, and if you look at the top triple clamp, it's got the HRC logo on the factory original triple clamp. Just beautiful. These grips are brand new OEM Honda grips. A couple of the tasty upgrades you may not notice at first glance is the same thing I have on my bike. It's got the Magura hydraulic clutch and clutch lever, which has aided me in winning 3 back-to-back 500cc sand drag and grass drag shootouts. The gas tank, the original tank, is in mint shape. You never see an original seat or tank in this kind of condition. It's got a brand new rear fender. The graphics on it are one-off custom number plate graphics by Christy Steiger. These are the OEM Honda graphics on the tank. Again, the frame is brand new condition. Let's stick with the suspension. The front suspension has just been redone. Zoom in on the rear shock spring. You'll see it has a new shock spring and a brand new shock bumper. The shock's been completely rebuilt by Factory Connection. All of the linkage has been greased. It has new inspection covers on there. The original factory chain guide is the nicest looking original factory chain guide I've seen since '97. It's in pristine condition, as is the rollers and the chain slider. All the original, the sprockets are in mint shape. Another proof of no miles on the bike. Now the motor's been gone through. You can see it has the #1 best decompression head you can possibly put on a 500. A lot of people are afraid of 500s with the kickback they can have if you're not a heavy guy. I don't have a decompressor on mine. I don't need one. I can start one on the 500. I'm 220 pounds and I've been riding these since the 80s. But if you're new to 500s, you want this. Or if you're an older guy or a lighter guy or a girl and you want to make it easy to start, you push this button in and it's like kickstarting a 125. It lowers the compression dramatically and you can kick it over super easy. You can see the head is brand new. The cylinder is in brand new condition. It's got a new piston, new cylinder bolts, new head bolts. The engine, all the gaskets are replaced, all the gaskets and seals, and the engine covers. It's got the Honda Racing covers on both sides of the motor. Just beautiful. The original key and carburetor has just been rejetted. New fuel lines, new air filter, and the exhaust. If you zoom in on the exhaust, these are the #1 pipe on the dyno #1 production pipe, most horsepower, the FMF Gold Series Fatty. That's what Junior runs, and I have been running on our CRs for a long time. The silencer, zoom in on the silencer on the back side right here. This is a top of the line silencer too. It's a stainless series Pro Circuit 304 factory sound silencer. The rear tire is a Geomax MX33. The running gear on the bike, everything on it is absolutely perfect and pristine. It looks like a stock 97 CR500 from a distance till you get up close and you see all the goodies and upgrades that have been put on it. Another hallmark and indicator of a bike with no hours, if you zoom in on the back side of the radiator, you can see it looks like it just came out of the box in 1997. If you look at the front side of the radiator, usually they're all road rashed in. I've seen a lot of CR500s that were had dented frames that were repaired, or I see guys selling ones that are lipstick on a pig on Facebook Marketplace. Bikes with new graphics and plastics that are played out that they want big money for. But to find one like this that is an absolutely 100% mint frame, subframe, original wheels, original swing arm, original rear sprocket with no hours on it, that was taken down in the frame and completely gone through and upgraded. Good luck. This is the only one. This is the only one like this for sale in the world today that I know of. I was online checking last night and this morning. There's nothing that even compares to this. Not in our inventory. We've got 2 CR500s for sale. Out of those 51 CRs are gone. Ones that are for sale are 2. Do we still have the 2 aluminum frames?
Yeah, we have 2 aluminum.
2 aluminum frames, and then this one. That's it. So it just so happens to be that we're ending up the year here with the nicest steel frame we've had ever, this 97. Wizard told me, he says, don't sell it, Ken. And I said, I'd like to keep it, but I can't afford to. So it's going up for sale. It's not going to be cheap, but it's priceless. You just won't find a nicer one. This bike right here, you can line up on the line and beat the 22 450s on it with the right rider beyond a shadow of a doubt. Why? Well, it's been proven time and time again on our dyno and others. This bike puts down 53.5 rear wheel horsepower, which is 1.5 more than a 2022 Honda CR450 Works Edition, and 4.5 more than a regular CRF 450 Honda, and 25% more torque, and that's where it really counts. And that's not the best part. The best part is it's completely rebuildable. This is a forever bike. The 4-strokes are disposable. Once the engine blows, you throw it out and you put a 2-stroke motor in it, or you get a new bike. This bike will last you forever. I know guys that have 30 years on the original top ends on their CR500s, and they've done nothing but ride them. I went 3 seasons of racing my 97 and did nothing, not even a spark plug. So they're bulletproof. There's no valves to adjust, no cam chain to wear out, no electronic ignition to fail. I've seen that on brand new Yamahas. It's a very simple, proven motor, the best motocross engine of all time, in my opinion. So if you have any questions about this kick-ass classic, give us a call, 860-454-7024. There's only one, and it's worth every penny. You want to add anything, Junior?
Yeah, we've had few in stock form, whether they were low hours or restored or partially restored bikes, and they've all gone in the $15,000 to $20,000 realm this year. This is with the fresh powder coat on the frame, and all the original cycle parts are like perfect. Super low bike to begin with. It really doesn't get any better than this. And what you can't see is how it feels. And after riding 50 of them and riding one primarily racing motocross for the last years, I think I'm qualified to say that this is as good as it gets. And then you have the whole thing with, they're not all created equal, guys. From the factory, the tooling wears out. Sometimes you get bores from the factory that are ovalized or not perfect. Some of them feel a little bit better than others. This is as good as it gets, boys. It feels like a modern motorcycle, and like my dad said, you can take it out and ride it against the 450s, or it doesn't feel like a classic dirt bike with drum brakes that you feel like you'll kill yourself on. This is as reliable and as refined as they really ever got. It's a peak of the steel chassis. The brakes are essentially modern brakes. They really haven't changed anything from the Japanese. And late twin chamber forks. It's just a fantastic package. And I was riding my 89 at Pacheco's this past weekend, and John Adamy let me ride his new 125, his new 22 KTM 125, and I thought it was a total load compared to my bike. This effortless power with these guys, especially in the sand. There's just no replacement for a 500, and you'll see the engines are getting really scarce to find good steel frames. They're getting few and far between, guys. So the values are going to keep going up. You know, you see a lot of manufacturers like BMW, they're going to be fully electric by 2030, and supposedly, I don't want to be that guy and spread rumors, but think Howie's going in that same direction, which would be quite the shame. But if that's the case, the oil burners here are going to be basically just to the moon value-wise, because you're not going to be able to get them, and they're not going to be produced anymore.
One of the things, that's all true, one of the things that Wizard pointed out, this is the original KAPLAN factory sticker, which you very rarely see on a set of forks from that 25-year-old bike. That's remarkable. Another hallmark of a basically brand new CR500 that's been given thousands of dollars of upgrades and accessories and tuning. Everything's done on this bike. The factory connection suspension, the exhaust system, the hydraulic clutch, the engine covers, the bars, everything you'd want to do to make this thing the bike that's going to get the whole shot. And when you pull your first third gear whole shot and beat the 450s by 5 bike lengths going through the first turn, you can thank KAPLAN KRINGLE. Thanks for watching. Give us a call, 860-454-7024. It's Thanksgiving Eve. We'll be eating turkey tomorrow, and Christmas is right around the corner. Someone's getting this thing, so it would be the ultimate gift for any motocross rider. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.